Hello, it's Leo here. I'm a fourth year medical student at the University of Manchester and I'm bringing you another YouTube video. So in this video I've just started my fourth year of medical school, just completed my first week on placement, so I'm going to break down my first week of fourth year. Hopefully this is going to give you a little bit of insight about what it's actually like. So I make occasional YouTube videos. If you guys do enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe because I'm trying to get to 200 subs, guys. Trying to get to 200 subs. So yeah. Right, before we start I just need my H2O.
High quality H2O.
Okay, so I've just started fourth year last week, straight in there with placements. So fourth year is essentially broken down into 8 different 4-week blocks in different specialties. So I've started on orthopedics and rheumatology, which is a 4-week block. So I'm going to be spending the next 4 weeks in orthopedics and rheumatology, going between theatres, clinics, wards, all that good stuff. But yeah, so that's the block that I started on. So this week is our first week on placement. So on Monday I start the week thinking I'm on placement, but I'm not on placement. It's more just induction Zooms.
Wacky slush.
So moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday was my first day on the back in hospital. And do you know what they give? My Tuesday starts quite early. So I'm on call. I'm not on call, but I'm with someone who's on call. I would have no idea what to do on call. I've just got back from summer break. I barely even know how to take history at this point. It's on my timetable. It says find whoever's on call for orthopedics. It's the easiest way just to find whoever's on call is to go to the orthopedics meeting in the morning, where they do like handover and stuff, and they discuss some patients. So I turn up there at 8 o'clock. So there's quite a lot of effort when you've gone through the whole of the summer holiday, waking up in the afternoon. So yeah. Get up nice and early. I went to this orthopedics meeting. During this meeting it was immediately obvious that there's a whole different language in orthopedics. They just use acronyms that I've not heard before in like other medical specialties. So yeah, there's a lot that I still need to learn. I was in that meeting for about an hour, and then at the end when it ends I just kind of ask someone who's on call, and then I end up following this F2 doctor for the morning and the afternoon. And he was really nice. Some things happened. Some of it was spent in A&E, some of it was spent on the wards, some of it was spent around the theatre area, kind of just all over the place. We'd seen someone who'd angle grinded his hand, cut in half one of their metacarpals, which is one of the bones in the hand, straight through there. It's because it was bones involved, it needed like orthopedic input. And also saw some leg fractures, I saw hand fractures. I learned about like different names of the fractures, like there's one called it's called a Bennett's fracture of like the thumb area basically. So yeah, that was quite interesting. Learning a lot of new words, and he basically in the downtime he was just showing me x-rays and stuff, and it was a lot of just good one-to-one teaching. So that was a very good one call. So moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday was, I'm trying to remember what I did on Wednesday. Had a theatre. So this is my first orthopedics theatre, and I was like, this is an orthopedics theatre that I go and see. I think it was in the morning. So this is someone who needed a shoulder replacement, and what I watched was something called a reverse shoulder replacement. I got an image here. They basically just switch it around so the ball is on your scapula and the socket is on your arm. It's just a bit weird, but I saw it and it was quite cool. And there was a lot of blood everywhere because they had to like wash out the joint and stuff because you don't want any infection on metal work because that's not good, and it had to be very sterile. So all the orthopedic theatres have like special ventilation system that I'd not seen in other theatres, and I had to wear like a full face mask hood that went over my head, but it was all cool. I made one mistake, guys. So if there's any fellow glasses wearers out there, you might have been here, but I had my glasses on, yeah, and then I had to put the hood on, and obviously it's all sterile, you cannot really touch anything. But my glasses, like, because I was sweating, because it was proper warm in this room, my glasses went down my nose and they almost fell off the end of my nose, and it was horrible. Stood there for about 3 hours just like that, like looking up. I need to remember to wear my contacts whenever I go theatres, because you don't want that happening again. That was awful. So yeah, that's theatres, and I had that in the morning. But in the afternoon, I think I was down for an orthopedics clinic. So what a clinic is basically the doctor or the surgeon, they get to see the patients face to face or on the phone. So a lot of these patients for this orthopedic clinic were patients that maybe had like shoulder, hip, knee replacements, and they're coming in for follow-up just to see how they were getting on. So moving on to Thursday, we have something called TCD, where it's basically done some online learning for orthopedics. The cases we've been given this week were on fractures, which is quite interesting. So you basically had to, and a lot of it was just X-ray interpretation and just knowing the names of different fractures. And then in the afternoon, I think we'd had a teaching session on some of the examinations, because for this block, there's like 10 different examinations for different parts and different joints that you need to know. This one was specifically on spinal examination, which is something we hadn't done last year. They'd saved that for 4th year. So I then in the afternoon had a rheumatology clinic, which was not in the hospital. It was like out in the community. So yeah, the sorts of things I saw in this clinic were like rheumatoid arthritis. I saw someone with lupus. So that was the whole day done. So on Friday, essentially just so many clinics this week. Friday, I had a rheumatology clinic in the exact same place, just with a different doctor. Got to take histories and do examinations as well. This doctor was pretty decent. They took like loads of time just teaching us in between patients, discussing cases. I learned quite a lot, so that's all good. And then I had another orthopedic clinic in the afternoon. Same old, just seeing like fractures, people after surgery and stuff like that. That's kind of it. I conclude my week. So that was it. That was my first week. So the next 3 weeks are going to be quite similar to that, because I'm on the MSK block, which is orthopedics and rheumatology. So yeah, I'll keep you guys informed. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.